Hi, I want to have a nice friendly discussion and debate about animal welfare, animal rights, animal abolition, free range, and organic. Let's start off with free range. Sounds nice. Sounds better. Yes, it is better, but only slightly in most cases. Consider this. First and foremost, businesses care to get your money. That's their first priority. To make you feel good about the product. So by calling it free range, you feel good about your purchase and you're going to consume even more animal products possibly. Or not even reduce your consumption. So they care about your money well before the well-being of the animals. The next issue is, yes, it is slightly better. For example, birds not living in warehouses is better. But who's going to enforce this? Not the USDA, and there are actually 0 laws for what free range is. So it can be remotely better or quite a bit better. But regardless, it's not free from suffering and is still unnecessary this day and age. Again, there are no laws, so it could be a huge factory farm warehouse with a small fenced-in area for the animals to compete to get outside. So let's stop trying to find the right way to do the wrong thing. Again, it is better. I would rather have them for egg production cage-free. They're not living in tiny cages the size of a file drawer, which I think is worse than the death often in factory farms. Life is worse than death. I actually know hunters when I lived in Texas who were against factory farms because of how cruel and unnatural it was. So please share a factory farm video by Mercy for Animals, meatvideo.com. Please share to spread awareness. So back to the free range situation. So cage-free eggs or free-range eggs. Again, they're not living in tiny battery cages the size of a file drawer. Great. But that's not free from suffering. What happens to all the male chicks when they're breeding for more egg-laying hens? Because the males, this is not the type that grow quick and fast enough or big enough for meat production. It's not the type for meat. So what happens to all the males? Well, they get thrown in trash bags and suffocated, or thrown in grinders and grounded up to be just discarded, thrown away pretty much. And that's millions and millions of them every month. Check out the Highline Hatchery video by Mercy for Animals. So they've done undercover investigations at some of the largest factory farms too. So look up meatvideo.com. And these are the norms. So the next issue is, can we have animal welfare across the board, good animal welfare standards? The answer is no. There's 8 billion humans in this, overpopulating this world, 8 billion. Each eats between 35 and 75 animals per year, at least in America. That is a lot of animals. There will not be good widespread animal welfare practices, no matter how hard you try. The best solution is to reduce your consumption of meat, milk, and eggs. Again, most of the 8 billion people eat between 35 and 75 animals a year, mostly smaller and most abused birds, chickens, turkeys, pigs, and even fish. It would be over 100 animals per year per person if you count fish, which are also fish farmed in most cases today. So while free range and organic are slightly better, yes, they're not giving growth hormones where they bulk up so big in half the time, getting twice the size as of just 50 years ago, that they have broken bones, and other antibiotics due to unsanitary conditions and widespread disease. They don't give them antibiotics, so the conditions might be slightly better. It's still free from suffering. Not free from suffering. They can debeak chickens still. They can castrate, tail, ear dock, cut out teeth of pigs. Yes, they may not be living in misery and battery cages or gestation crates, which is a step in the right direction, but please reduce your consumption today, especially small and most abused chickens, turkey, then eggs, pigs, and dairy. Again, starting to reduce your consumption today of chickens will do a lot of good. Most eat dozens of birds a year, smaller because they're smaller in most abuse. So, abolition is the best solution. It's not sustainable either to factory farm animals or even raise animals. You can't have 8 billion people free range animals for all of them. It's not a solution, it's a band-aid. Stop trying to find the right way to do the wrong thing. Again, please stop trying to find the right way to do the wrong thing. Please start trying the vegan versions to kick your addiction to meat, milk, and eggs, starting with chickens. Welfare will never be good across the board. They will never be able to treat billions of animals humanely. And even free range and humanely raised animals in Whole Foods or your local farmers markets are far from free from suffering. Again, Whole Foods does do some self-inspections, and farmers markets are usually better. Please inspect the facilities for yourself. See with your own eyes. Don't trust them. Most are greedy businesses. Please do not trust them. Have respect for yourself and animals, though, and please leave them off your plate to begin with. Stop trying to find the right way to do the wrong thing. Please share meatvideo.com on factory farms. Thank you.